Hi there, and welcome to this week's episode of One at a Time series. Last week, we talked about being graceful to your spouse, and I started talking about this whole marriage issues because it was my wedding anniversary. But this would be last week I talked about being grateful to your spouse. Today, I'm going to be talking about actions and reactions in marriage. And I want to say this briefly that this would be my last episode regarding marriage. My marriage is 6 years old by God's grace, and I feel like I am small in the game to give you guys loads and loads of lessons. If it was my first year in marriage, I might have given you like 20 things, all right? But right now, I just want to give you like cogent things. And if you want more to learn more things about marriage and all of that, please learn from those that have over 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years in marriage, that godly marriages, please, not just those that have, I don't know how to put it. You know what I'm trying to say, even if I'm not saying anything right. Got it. So today I'm going to be talking about actions and reactions. One thing that I would say helped me at some point in my marriage was understanding that, I can control my actions. If someone does something to offend me, I can control how I respond. I can either decide to respond to the person, right? Or I can decide to be like, oh, if I respond to this person, my response might be negative, might not align with who I am on the inside. And rather than respond to that person in this manner, I'm going to act. My action might be just give just a very short response. My action might be to avoid the person. My action might be to be silent. My action might be just act. You see, when it comes to marriage, you definitely have some third party come in and out and all that. Managing them is very, very important. And in managing them is also managing your actions and reactions to them. Actions and reactions to your spouse, actions and reactions to third party. I saw one thing on social media, something some time ago, last month or this month, where it says that a lady's mother came to visit the mother house, and then she had body odor. Then the husband was discussing with the sister, and they were laughing, making jest at the mother. And when I read that, when I read that, my first instinct was, hey, you too, when his mother comes too, you too, when she washes the plate and put it in there, rewash her plate, rewash her plate. Just be telling her, something is smelling. If so, people now, they would have said that it was, like they would have been discussing with their mother and with their sister and all of that. That was so when that happened, and that was how I felt. That was my first reaction. But I sat back and I thought about it. I'm like, no, that is reaction. That is not action. And one thing with reaction in marriage is, if it was, for example, if maybe what the lady and the husband did is just a one-off. Like, some people make honest mistakes. Some people make honest mistakes. Didn't mean any harm. It was just a jest, and it happened like that. And then you reacted, and then they noted, and then they corrected themselves, or you will let it go. That's fine. You see, there's some people you deal with in marriage. Is that your reaction going on that they want? Right? That negative reaction is what they want, that they would paint you in a light that you're a bad person. Take this video or leave it. I'm telling you the truth. If you're in that kind of scenario, I beg of you, please don't go that route. Don't go the route for reaction for reaction, action for reaction, matching any. Hey. By the time you look at yourself a year later, 2 years later, 5 years later, you will become someone you don't even know. And I find that people that do that because they want to push your husband to the extent that he won't be able to defend you anymore. So if you are to act in that type of situation, I would say be forward. Meet you. If he's a reasonable person, discuss with him like, I'm so sorry. I stumbled upon this conversation with this person. I don't like how you regarded my mother. I wouldn't do that to your mother. Please don't let this come up again. And then work on your mom. Work on your mom. It's very important that we understand who we really are in marriage. It's very important that we, how would I put it? We are emotionally mature. Because flimsy things, it starts, funny enough, in marriage, it just starts as flimsy, but you would realize that marriage is for the long term. If you really want to build a long term, it's for the long term, it's not for the short term. So those things will pile up. You've not heard of people that will divorce over, I press the toothpaste from the middle, you press it from the bottom. Like when you hear some people's divorce stories, you think like, am I living under a rock? Am I are this is this real? My sister, it's real. It's because some things just build up over time, and it's gotten to a point where it has, how do I put it? It has built up, it has accumulated, it has solidified, and there's no going back. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Till I come here next time. Bye.